Welcome back to the 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐝 Bitcoin and altcoin trading live show. We have the background of Stoner Joe. I'm going full country hick mode today. John Deere hat. Well, my Ethereum, my retirement plan. See that? Is actually more Dash and Bitcoin. I'm more of a monetary coin hodler than anything. With a couple exceptions. Mover, I like to hodl and I'm accumulating, but outside of that, I'm more of a monetary coin person. So even though I love Ethereum, it's just, I think that I wish I would have bought it at $10 when people were knew that it was going to be awesome. Anyway, welcome back to the 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐝 live show. I'm going full hick mode today. I'm smoking a Maker's Mark cigar. I haven't had a cigar since I was in Cancun, and I miss, like, I don't like to smoke, but I just really needed a cigar, so I went and got a cigar before this live show, and it's not even nearly as good as the Cubans I got. So I was able to go to Cancun and buy, obviously, Cuban cigars, right? Because it's not America, and I sat this down for just about 3 minutes while I was posting to tweet, and it went out. Cubans don't go out. This isn't hand rolled. Like, this was an $18 cigar, not even close to Cuban cigars, but it still tastes probably half as good. But anyway, full hick mode today. Bitcoin's down. You already know my analysis on Bitcoin. What we're gonna do here today is we're gonna start with Bitcoin. I'm gonna show you where I think it's going. Even though especially if you're in my Discord, you already know where I think it's going, because I do, daily updates 1 to 3 times a day, even on Saturday, Sunday. I give like probably 15 alerts a week on exact paths of I sometimes only do the most probable, but a lot of times I do the 3 most probable. Because one of my veterans, should I throw a name out? His name's Vic. He always goes, show me the 3 most probable. Like, draw it out for me. But usually I just go with the first most probable. On my Discord. And so we're going full hick mode today. We'll just do a quick Bitcoin, Ethereum versus Ethereum BTC chart. So we'll do 3 of those before I start answering questions. And then we got to take a look at Dixie. The dollar is flying, folks. It hit 103 way fast. So I have it on my chart where I thought it was going to hit 103, the exact date and time. It's a year early. Like, something bad is going to happen, and it's going to bring Bitcoin down, and it's going to be bad. Dixie going up, you would think that, the dollar's strong, it's good. It is. I have a veteran VIP named John, who's like my conspiracy theorist of global monetary policy. He's like the expert of the group, and that's his thing, and he's right. I didn't believe him. He said, nope, the Dixie's getting ready to fly up a lot faster than what you think, Tim. And I said, no, there's no way, it's not in the chart, and I'll show you here in a second. And it hit, and he was right. So there's something boiling. Sensitive content news wise. There's a country out there at war. I don't want to name any names because I don't want YouTube to shut me down right now, because the last time I mentioned names starts with a U and an R, YouTube literally shut off my live stream. But there was just confirmation that nukes are not confirmed going to be used, but will be used if needed. Plus, Dixie's going up. Y'all better be holding stablecoins. Y'all need to be holding some Tether. I wasn't joking about that. If you didn't see my 2-minute video, just go to my channel and look at the one that says "You're screwed" or something like that. You need to be holding stablecoins. You're getting ready to be able to buy an incredible sale on your favorite altcoins, or honestly, I would probably just buy Bitcoin first. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they always move first. However, this next round, when everything tanks, there's probably going to be a few first movers. Probably Luna will be in there. Luna will probably be in the mix with Ethereum and Bitcoin this time. But if you want to snatch up some altcoins 70 to 80% lower than where they are right now, not from their all-time highs, but from right now, maybe only 60%. But I don't know. This is about ready to get pretty nasty, folks. So let's dive into this, and let's go get some Bitcoin analysis, and then Ethereum versus BTC, then Dixie. I'll probably try to finish that up in 20 to 25 minutes. Then we'll open it up to questions. And the order I answer questions is not who's first, rather the members, the YouTube members who have done, can you see this right here, who have joined, who hit the join button and done that, they get top priority. Along with super chats. So super chats plus members, I answer those questions first, and then I get back to all the other questions after my Bitcoin analysis. So let's go get this. But I'm telling you, stuff I think is about ready to get pretty nasty. So let's go get it. All right, here we are. This is one of my 4 structural analysis tools. Structural analysis is one form of analysis, similar to if you use other indicators, like, you see RSI, down here, and then Stokes even lower. Those are different types of indicators. In my pseudo professional. What the hell did I just press? I've never seen that before. What the hell is this? But I've never pressed that before. Anyway, in my pseudo professional opinion, or professional opinion, maybe I should claim myself a professional, but I don't want to go that far. My pseudo professional opinion, structural analysis is beating everything right now. In choppy markets, your indicators are sucking no matter how much you rely on them, and most of you know I love indicators. I love EMAs, EMA crossovers. Now, EMAs are working for the monthly 10 EMA and the weekly 10 EMA, and then the weekly 10 crossing under the weekly 21 is bearish. That's working. But besides those huge EMAs, almost nothing is working. Your indicators are not working. Doesn't matter if it's Stokes on 5 days. It doesn't matter if it's March's monthly close over the monthly 10 EMA, which was bullish. Everything sucks besides structural analysis. So, and it's mostly because times right now are really choppy, and this is the only way to get price right. So I'm mixing. Technically, I think it's 4 structural analysis tools here. This damn cigar is going to go out. So, look at what just happened. It went up. So this is the top of the range. This is the bottom of the range. This is the point of control. This blue area here, right? This is your 3/4, like your green light, which means good, your 3/4 range, and this is your 1/4 range, and this is your bottom, top, point of control, which means middle. So look at what just happened. I split it up. So this is like, you're like your 5/8 line or something like that, right? Like something between 3/4 and 1/2. Just got a full on rejection. And I'm going to zoom into this. Watch. This is just one structural tool, as I'm being a full-on Indiana hick, like a country hick in cornfields with chickens and actually I do have a lot of chickens, but I'm not exaggerating. I'm just doing full hick mode today. But this hick you're listening to knows what he's talking about. Just watch. This is bad. It just got rejected from this line, and here's what's worse though. On this one analytic tool, regardless of this triangle, see this triangle, this line that I'm drawing on, that's the most important single straight line in all of Bitcoin history. And I'll throw that tool on here a little later. There is no other more important line in all of Bitcoin price history. You cannot argue it is a fact. Okay, and this is the only channel you'll find this on because I developed it and I'm right about it. But I did steal the word from a trader named 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙚, who's a sequential trader. I heard him about 4 to 5 years ago when I was learning about 4.5 years ago. He was pretty much the first YouTuber to do all of Bitcoin trading analysis and how to trade. He's pretty much the first. 𝘾𝙤𝙣𝙣𝙚, he's an interesting cat. He's a sequential trader, which is really weird. It's a strange, in my opinion, it's very strange. And it's way better than Elliott waves and pattern trading, in my opinion, but it's still strange. But anyway, I heard him say the word origin line because it goes to the origin of price, but it wasn't this line. This is the most important line in all Bitcoin history. So we're going to use this like in the third or fourth tool here. But so regardless of this, it got rejected from this 5/8 line. See, perfect rejection, lower high. But here's what's worse. When it came to the point of control of this macro range. So this is a macro range going back 16 months. It didn't use it as support. Look. Fell through. Look at this later. Let me zoom in. Watch. Let me go to like even the 1 hour. Look, this is what is bad. Folks, this like Bitcoin has to go quite a bit lower before it can recover from this. I'm telling you. It didn't use it as support. It didn't even try. And then it came up and perfectly used it as a rejection point. And this is where I was taking shorts. And I'm freaking way in the money right now. And I already took profits and actually re-entered some too. Guys, this is going a lot lower. This is one structural analysis tool because indicators aren't working. They're not working. And the worst thing about this chart, okay, besides the fact that it's going under the most important single straight line. So I'll label it the most important straight line. Because I think the weekly 10 EMA might be more important, maybe, because it interacts with price with a much higher frequency. This origin line is usually during bear markets only, not during bull markets, and the weekly 10 EMA interacts with price in both. But this cigar, this is not worth $18. I just wasted my freaking money. It went out again. But I'm telling you. The fact that it fell through the point of control without even trying to use it as support and then use it as a rejection, this was all a trap. This was a coordinated, this is like a baby bull trap to literally get people long as people stacked on shorts. And there were people in a room literally counting down 10, not probably in Japanese or in Korean, in South Korea or in Mandarin or what are the three big languages? Cantonese, Mandarin, and what's the one in the middle just above? Suda. It's actually more spoken than Cantonese. Gosh, I can't remember what the name of it is. Anyway, there were people in a room during this. They pumped it. I guarantee you this was a planned bull trap. A mini bull trap. Anyway, where people were counting down as they already were taking on their shorts after pumping it to this point, taking on their shorts, and then they counted down and they all sold on spot on different exchanges in the same room, and they celebrated as their shorts made the millions of dollars for the company. Probably not for them a piece. They probably don't get very much money from it. But anyway, this is bad. This is really bad. Like this line, because this was not used as support at all. This line is going to break, and it's going down to 35.6. I'm telling you, like it's going to happen. With a very high likelihood. Is it possible that this 38 area holds 38,300? So this is the quarter line, half line. So call this like a 3/8 line or whatever you want to, whatever. But is it possible that it holds? Yeah. But look, low, lower low, lower low, high, lower high, lower high. Here's the line with lower highs and lower lows. No, it's coming to here. It's going to go straight to 35,600. 35,600. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's going straight there. That is one tool, though. So remember, I'm not guaranteeing you that what I'm saying with my Stoner Joe background as I try to smoke this cigar that's going out, I'm not guaranteeing you that that's what's happening, but that is what this one structural analytic tool is saying, and it does give an extremely high probability of happening for this one tool. But we're going to see how and I'm going to put a pin in it. I'm going to mark it where I think it's going, and then I'll use the other tools, and we're going to see how it aligns, and then I'm going to start, then we'll move on to Dixie and Eth versus Bitcoin, and we'll keep going. Yeah, this cigar should not go out after one freaking minute. That's ridiculous. A waste of $18. I bought the best cigar in the place, and that's horrible. It actually tastes good, but it shouldn't go out. All right, that's one. Now, here's the next tool. And again, you can copy this. You don't, even if you're a freeloader and you don't you're not a part of my Discord, you're not a part of my YouTube tiers, I don't care. I was a freeloader for 4.5 years learning Bitcoin too. I didn't pay anybody jack shit. And that's fine if you don't. Now, do I actually look back and regret not having been part of a community to discipline myself? Hell yeah. Because I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars losing to learn it. So I stopped, and had I joined a community, it would have paid for itself just by not losing money, because I'd be part of a community that helps me understand what risk management is. But if you're a freeloader, just let me even take off. Let me take a snapshot of this and copy it. Take a snapshot and do it. Put this on your chart just like I have it. Okay? All right. Let me put myself back on here. Put all my beauty on here. And then so if you haven't seen my, it's on my YouTube, it's in one of my YouTube playlists that's called like Trading Basics or Learning Trading Basics or whatever. It's how to set up a chart. I'm pretty sure in there I teach you how to use the object tree. So all these objects in here, like see this text, it disappears, the arrow disappears. You put it all in here, and in one click you can make it go away, right? So watch that video as well if you haven't seen how to set a chart up, and I think that part is tagged if you want to skip straight to it. So make sure you have that, even if I don't care if you're a freeloader. I want you to not get screwed. That's why I'm here. I don't want you to get screwed. That's why my last video says you're screwed, because most of you aren't holding altcoins and you're getting ready to get screwed. So anyway, the second, I said I was going to put a pin in it, didn't I? All right, so let's put a pin in this where I think it's going. So I'm going to make a marker. I think it'll take a few days. So something like that, and I'll make it a straight line right there. All right, so that's where I think it's going next on that one tool. The next tool is the macro tilted range. Usually, to see about a full 1.5 years of price history, you need to use the 8-hour chart or higher. So I'm using the 8-hour chart. This aligns with the wick below the quarter zone. I don't know. This should not be orange. What? Wait, so putting control. Why? No, this line should be gray. I have this line the wrong color. Yeah, it should be gray. All right. Yes. So this is your top. So this is your tilted range that goes from 64K top, which was the real top. This was a fake top. This was just people believing. This is all because of Plan B. I hope you guys realize this. This never would have happened had Plan B not gotten popular. Obviously, his shit didn't work for more than 3 months, but it worked beautifully for 3 months. His calls were crazy. This was not new retail people. This was the same people who had faith during this after the drop, who stayed in and put more money in crypto. And I can prove it to you. The Google search, if you do Google Trends, how many people search Bitcoin, I can prove it to you in my YouTube analytics in terms of views. This was all because of Plan B. This was not the top. 64K was the top. Without Plan B, this never would have happened. And maybe a couple of other channels saying, and even I, at this point, this looked pretty bullish because it was consolidating on top of this high. It actually looked pretty bullish, but it's, in retrospect, now that hindsight is 2020, there was no retail, and I can prove it to you in many ways. There were no new people in crypto. There were no fresh blood. This was the same people who got in earlier, back here or here or here or here or here, pumping more of their dollars in before they got screwed. And I'm telling you, you're going to get screwed if you're not holding stablecoins. My Discord community knows my thoughts on that, and I can mathematically prove it to you if you wanted me to, if you join the Discord and you get on. But anyway, this was all because of Plan B. This was not supposed to happen. This is a major dead cat bounce. It should have only come up to here, probably 56,000. This was all Plan B. Anyway, this chart right here, where I put a pin in it, it is saying that this is coming. I mean, this is from, so the pin I put in from the previous tool. This looks like it's coming to this gray line somewhere around 36,000 or a wick down to 34.7. So this is saying a wick down to 34.7 and then trying to find support at this gray line, because this chart is working pretty well. So what this is saying, mixing these two analytical tools. So if one of my veteran VIPs, if I can name drop Vic, draw them, just draw it out, Tim, draw it out. It looks like it's going to do like this. It's going to hit that line, then it's going to try to find support here. And then whether it goes up or down after that, I don't know. But that's what this one tool is suggesting. So the first tool is suggesting it's coming straight here, right? But because this second tool is similar, and I think it works a little better, and the bottom of the range is right here at 34.7, because it's increasing, it's ascending, right? So it's a tilted range, and I'm all cut up because I've been doing a lot of gardening and working on my lawnmower, taking off blades, sharpening them. And as I was yanking to get the bolts off, a couple times, thank God I didn't strip any bolts, but the tool slipped and I hit the deck a few times and I cut my hand up. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of gardening. One of these though is from I think that one's from a rose bush. Yeah, I'm all cut up right now. I've been doing a lot of work outside. Anyway, so I told you I'm going full hick mode, like lawnmower, John Deere hat, smoking a cigar, but you're here for Bitcoin. So this is saying that's where it's going. All right. Maybe as far down as 34.7, but the first tool is saying it might have a good chance of stopping at 36.7. So 36.7 to 34.7, I'll put a box there to essentially accumulate these two tools, and I will erase that, and I will erase this, and I will take this tool off. Let me make sure. Why are you smoking cigar? You must be so happy. No, I don't know. I woke up today thinking that it was at night. Somebody asked me a question. I set my alarm for like 6:45 to do my because I have Discord live shows on Wednesday, and I missed them all because I was stupid. Because I wanted to take like a 1 hour nap or something, and when I set my alarm for 6:45 so I could be up by 8 to do my 2.5 hour rodeo, I set my alarm for 6:45 a.m. I didn't change the AM to PM. And I woke up in the morning thinking it was like still daylight at night and thinking it was Wednesday. And I went down like telling my boy, get ready for your church group. It's almost 7. We got to go. And And he's like, "Hey, Dad, it's the morning." I was like, "No, it's not. Are you serious?" I didn't believe him. He goes, "Yeah, I'm getting ready for school right now." I was like, "Oh my God, I feel like an idiot." So yeah, my community is probably not the happiest with me right now because I slept. I don't know. I made a mistake. But anyway, but when I woke up, I guess I needed to sleep because I've been staying up till like 5 and 6 a.m. To make a lot of Discord changes, and my administrator, my Discord manager, his name's Blake. He's been working his ass off too. And I think I hit the reset button and my body forced me to sleep. So, and that good sleep, it got me back on track. I don't know. I just wanted a cigar. I don't know why. I don't even smoke. I used to, between ages 16 to 24 maybe, and then I just started using Copenhagen pouches. But I just wanted a damn cigar. I don't know. All right. So for anybody in my Discord, that's why I wasn't on my live chats last night, because I tried to take a quick nap and I woke up the next day because my body forced me to stop. I've been working too hard. Anyway. All right. So the next tool, origin lines. This is the worst one. And I think in my last YouTube, actually, let's record this part. All right. So again, in my last YouTube video about Bitcoin specifically, this is the scariest part. This is the master origin line trading channel. This is out of the structural analysis tools, this is by far the most bearish. It's going below the last line, not using, so look, let's zoom in right to there. Look. And let's go down to like the 15-minute chart actually. It didn't use it as support. Look. It didn't. It came below it, then failed it, then got rejected and tanked. I'm telling you, if you're a MACD or a stochastics or RSI person, I mean, it's not working as well as my analytical tools, which is why I'm asking you, please copy this stuff. Like, and on Discord, for all tiers, I just published. Let's see here, Discord. Where is it? In tutorials. Where the hell is it? Oh darn it! Whatever. I can't. I don't know. My brain's not working right now. But I just posted the exact coordinates, the exact the exact axes on where, what date, and what going back to like $8 up to like 2026. What number? So you can make the exact same master origin line as me, and then you can copy the parallel lines, right? But this is bad. This means it's getting ready. It's not coming back up, folks. This is the worst. This is the worst part about it. So again, my first two structural analyses that I just ran. Okay. So for people watching the recording, I just did my my tilted range and my non-tilted range, and they're both pointing that price will hit this box around this time. So getting on the 1 hour chart, that is May 5th. Early May, Bitcoin's going to be in this box. I might spread this out a little bit. It might get there a little sooner, but it's going to get there. Okay, it's going to go somewhere between 34.7 to 36.7 in that $2,000 range. And that was so, but this is suggesting that it could scream past it to the downside, straight to this origin line at 30,400. And it might do it before it hits that box. This chart is this structural analysis, again, with the preface that structural analysis is king right now. In choppy markets, your indicators suck. I love indicators. I'm an indicator person. I've already told you this, but this is very, very, very bad, folks. This is the absolute worst thing that could be happening right now. Going below the last line of support of the most of the trading range of this is the most important single straight line in Bitcoin history. No one can argue it, and you'll only find it on my channel. And this is the trading range. It went below it, used it at, failed it, didn't even use it as support, used it as resistance, and it's gonna tank. And then the other two ones, since I just started recording this, that's the master origin line. Again, I should honestly make a video for free YouTube, so you can set that up yourself as well. But it's on my Discord for any tier. All tiers can see it. But go to the 8-hour chart, to the macro non-tilted range. It's wicking to the middle of the quarter zone here. And again, I recommend that all people, whether you are a YouTube person or YouTube tier or Discord or not, I recommend you snapshot this and you copy it, okay? And use my video on how to set up a chart so you can make it disappear. And then I mixed it with this tool, which means it's going to wick past this gray line, which is kind of like the 1/8 line. So this is your halfway point, which is your point of control, 3/4 line, 3/4, half line or point of control, quarter line, 1/8 line. It's going to wick past the 1/8 line, potentially hitting the bottom of this range. That's how I got that box with the first two tools. The third tool I used was the origin lines. Okay. And it's suggesting that it's actually going to be worse than that. But as of now, I will stick with that box around early May. That's where it's going to hit, between that $2,000 range. I think it's 34.7 to 36.7. But here's the one tool that's been working the absolute best. And once I pull it up, I suggest you screenshot it and you try to make it, in your object tree, like you see under my face here. Try to copy this. It's called this trading channel. So you need to go to about the 1 hour chart, and it starts on January 20th. So January 20th is where this big drop happened. January 20th, that's where this trading range starts. This trading range has been almost perfect. Oh, isn't that weird that this huge 5-minute candle wicked up and hit that line perfectly? No. Because structural analysis is nailing it. This is the best chart that you're going to find anywhere on any crypto channel. I'm telling you. This quarterly range is working better than anything. I'm telling you. And it wasn't my brilliant idea. It was a community idea. And we kind of made it together on Discord, so it's not like my genius or anything, regardless of your opinions on me, but this is working perfect. It's almost perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was this, and I've already covered this, was right here. This little pump above the weekly 10, which was a fake out. This was a bull trap where people literally were in a room counting down. They counted down to pump price up. They pumped it here, let retail chop around as they put on their shorts, and they counted down until they sold on spot across about 5 or 6 major exchanges. So all their $20 million, $10 million of shorts that they put on up here as retail fished around for 24 hours, and then they sold on spot. Besides this range has been perfect, and I've already shown you in a previous video, proven to you, this was an end of day attack. That happened when liquidity was low on the order books on all of Bitcoin. It happened on the second to last hour of the day at the trading day, which would be about 7 No, it happened at 11 p.m. New York time. Yeah, it was the second to last hour of the day. It was an end of day attack, and then they dropped it. So it was probably a Far East Asian thing. Probably Koreans or Japanese did it. It might have been Americans. I really don't know. But anyway, besides that, this has been working perfectly. So let me take this off. And again, this is best on the 1 hour chart, and this is like your quarterly trading range. But the problem with this is the other analytic tools that I'm using are suggesting that this will become irrelevant soon. It's going to drop out of this. It's going to drop out. this range is getting ready to be irrelevant. But right now it's working perfectly. Almost perfectly. And this is the single best thing you can use in all of Bitcoin, on regardless of what channel you use, doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that because I'm saying I'm a genius. My community helped me build this. This is the best thing. Like, seriously, screenshot this. Like, let me take my face off of here. You need this chart. And once it falls below there, then start using the other two tools that I've asked you to screenshot and put in your object tree so you can make disappear. But this is the quarterly trading channel, and it's working perfectly. And it's not a damn coincidence that this huge 5-minute candle, which is probably some type of fake out, is it a coincidence that it's hitting that line perfectly and then coming back down? No, it's not. It's because this works. It's working. It's the best tool in Bitcoin right now. I'm telling you. I'm being a little cocky with that statement. It might actually not be, but it's the best that I can find. All right. And again, you're only going to find this on this channel, and you have full permission to, pause the video, go back, screenshot it, make it your own. I mean, hell, even if you're a YouTuber watching this, like, use this on your channel too. This is going to help people not get screwed, and that's why I'm here. I don't care if you copy my content, as long as you don't copy my ribbons. You don't steal my. This is proprietary. You don't steal my stuff. Besides that, you can steal everything I do. And yeah. And that's what we got. So let's take a quick look at Dixie. Guys, so my conspiracy theorist, John, on one of my veteran VIPs, I made this channel, and look, I thought it wasn't going to hit 103 till 2023. So this was my projector tool, and it worked for quite a while. So I made this way back here, like last year, a while ago. And guys, this is getting hairy. It's not supposed to do this. This is bad. It's obviously good for the dollar, but it means shit's gonna explode, and it could keep going. It might hit 120 before the dust settles, and that would be Bitcoin like under 20K easily. As that happens, so it'd probably hit 110. So the next origin line for this is about 111, and then the horizontal 120 would be next. So it'd chop around there, but it could race up to 120 this freaking year. I mean, as fast as this is moving, and you might think it's good for the dollar index. So it's mostly versus the euro. So And this doesn't mean the dollar actually is worth more. The dollar's actually worth less. Your gasoline, your milk, your meat, your eggs, your housing, your rent is all your coffee. Okay, the most important thing in the world, coffee. Your cigars, they're all going up in price. The value of the dollar is actually dropping. So this chart is all a lie, right? But it's truth in so much that it's dropping. The dollar's value is dropping less than the value versus a pound of steak of these 6 other currencies against which this, I think it's rated versus 6 other currencies. I think it's more heavily weighted versus the euro. What the hell did I just press? I hit spacebar. So it doesn't actually. The dollar is actually going down. This chart is technically a lie. I want you to know that. But versus the other currencies against which this is rated, they are losing their value versus a pound of meat or a pound of lamb or whatever the hell you eat, or vegetarians, a pound of broccoli. I don't know what you guys, your rabbit food that you eat. But this, the dollar actually isn't getting more valuable. It's decreasing. Okay. Inflation's awful. So you have to know that about this chart. But taking this chart is relevant for Bitcoin, because if this keeps screaming up, it's going to significantly increase the statistical chances of a capitulation of Bitcoin. It's going to greatly increase it. And I just showed you the 4 different tools pointing, especially the master origin line where it fell out of the bottom of the channel, okay? Plus this. It's starting to look really bad, folks. I didn't make a recent YouTube video with the thumbnail saying you're screwed without stablecoins for a reason. This is looking like stuff is getting ready to move really hard, and it's not going to go up. It's going to go down, and it's going to happen soon. It could be as late as July, but I think it's going to be like May 6th, May 5th or May 6th. You're going to see some massive ass green or red candles. All right, that's Dixie. Ethereum. Let's check out Ethereum real fast. These are now irrelevant. I can erase these. I fell out of its channel, and that was actually, watch this. This was the most perfect short ever. I did short that. I closed it way too early, but that after it fell out of this trading channel, and then it came up, used it as resistance, I shorted that, and it was perfect. That was I think that was one of the alerts I gave my community. I did the same thing for Near Protocol. I gave that, but I have a trading leader on Discord where that's his main coin. He's been making some serious gains on trading Near because it's got good liquidity. It's really hot right now. It is, so this is direct. So this is Jace's channel. Carl on my Discord. So on his live trading, when he goes live, so you're on, you're seeing him on video. You can see his face, hear his voice. You can talk to him like on your microphone. You can put your camera on if you want. He's trading mostly Near. He trades it a lot differently than I trade because he's a very, very short-term time trader. But what I just showed you with Ethereum, I gave an alert on top of what he already does for Near. He's better at trading Near than I am because that's what he follows. He's good at it. And where is it? Near did the same thing. Even though I don't have the trading channel set up, it was when it came up to here, the same thing. So it fell under, and I said I'm going to short it once it hits that line. And I didn't set my shorts. Damn it. It was the most perfect setup ever. But I did give a whole community alert for, I think, the 2 higher tiers for that. And look. And I was calling this way back here. I was like, I'm not trying to short this until it falls below this line, significantly comes back up to test it. And it took, I don't know how many days. I was probably planning this for like 2 weeks. Yeah, that's 17 days. But I did give an alert, hopefully, and I think people did make good money off that. That's what I just showed you for Ethereum. Once something falls out of a trading channel, it usually comes back up to test the bottom of it, and that is like your perfect short opportunity. It's one of the. Is it shorting a top? No, but you can't make a living shorting tops. You will lose your money, right? You wanna short statistically probable areas, your edge, and that's your edge. And I waited about 17 days for it, and when it happened, I don't know, I must have been at a soccer practice for one. I don't know, I was either being lazy or occupied or cutting myself with garden tools and rose bushes or something. But anyway, just in general, if you're on my Discord or plan to join in the future, I try to teach you this stuff, and so do my live traders. They teach you you don't want to short tops. You don't want to long bottoms. You don't want to catch knives. That's the fastest way to lose your money. You want the highest statistics. You want the setup. Like if you know anything about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling, right? Before you do a move, it's all about the setup. You can't take somebody down in wrestling without a good setup. Whether you pull them one way or make their foot come one way, then do an ankle pick or whatever the move is. It's all about the setup to increase the statistical likelihood that what you want to happen is going to happen, right? And so if you haven't checked out the Discord community, the links are in the description section of all my videos. And if you're going to want to join a higher tier, I would wait until May 2nd or 3rd, because I will be revamping stuff, different, more favorable prices, different add-ons. It's going to be a lot better. But if you want to join the lower tier Cryptillions, that will stay roughly the same. So go ahead and check that out. And if you're not following me on Twitter, you're making a big mistake. 𝘃𝐻𝑚 with the number 2. 𝘃𝐻𝑚 with the number 2. And again, questions I answer first. If you join the I have 2 tiers, and if you hit the join button that's right below this video that you can probably see on your screen right now, a short 1.5 minute video will pop up describing what the tiers are and what I offer you. All right, so that's what I got for Ethereum and Bitcoin, and I mean this stuff is just getting nasty, folks. So let's start looking at questions. All right, here we go. Yes, OTA's on here today. I love OTA. 𝘃𝐻𝑚 is yet to start. Yes, okay, so you were typing before I even started. What type of cigar goes out? Seriously, this is bullcrap. It almost makes me not want to finish it. Why are you smoking? Okay, hello. I sold some BTC to my janitor, to my JD tractor years ago. I kept it and bought the tractor. It'd be worth 130K. Ugh. Yeah. Selling your Bitcoin is not a good idea. Using Bitcoin to pay for stuff or Dash to pay for stuff is a good idea in a raging bull market when new blood is entering and everything's screaming. During this time when there's no retail and everybody's leaving and everybody's selling, this is the time to DCA and or hold tether and wait to sell, to buy where you think it's starting to bottom. You hold your Bitcoin during this time. You don't don't sell, like, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but hold on to your freaking crypto. Unless, you don't have much stable coins, then you're gonna get screwed. But if you just hold Bitcoin specifically, or Ethereum maybe, and that, or a monetary coin like Monero or Dash, not Bitcoin Cash though. I'm not gonna talk bad about Litecoin either. But XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, yeah, you don't want to use that. You don't want to get rid of that stuff during downtimes. This is the time to be accumulating, and only use that stuff for payment on a card like Dash Direct Pay, which is instant payments. Pretty much that's why it's my favorite cryptocurrency. It's instant. You can pay with stuff really fast and not have to wait 30 minutes for a Bitcoin transaction to go through, which is why it's more used in Latin America than Bitcoin is. Dash is the king of Latin America in terms of both transaction volume and the number of the transaction value. It's higher than Bitcoin in Latin America. Dash is on sale right now. But I would still suggest stablecoins. Anyway, why are you okay, so let's get through some of these questions. All right, I'm going to go through community members first here. Chris Crane, hope you get through it soon. What's wrong with Chris Crane? Love your content. Suffering from... Oh, man. Can you send me a Cuban... But no, dude. I don't want to get arrested. I got 4 kids and a stay-at-home, home wife who's in Mexico visiting her. I miss her so much. I did not think I was going to miss my wife that much. But here, I prepared this. Hopefully this isn't too racy, but my wife is like really attractive. Okay, so just prepare yourself. It's not going to be a naked picture or anything, but I miss, like, she's in Mexico right now, and I thought it would be more like, yay, I'm free. But man, I miss the shit out of this woman. Like, I'm going crazy right now. Jeez. And I don't miss her just because she's fucking smoking hot, but I don't know, I miss her a lot. Hey, you want to see that one more time? Don't take a snapshot of this. Don't steal this. This is me only. This is the one thing you don't snapshot, fools. No, you can, but anyway, she's hot, whatever. But I miss the hell out of her. So much. So if I seem a little droopy or whatever, It's because I really miss my wife, and I didn't really think I was going to that much, but I really am. So anyway, all right, let's keep going. What else do we got here? Let's get it for. Let's see. Sorry, I'm late. The object tree isn't included in TradingView chart. Oh, okay. So thank you, Frank. So Franklin Saint says my my TradingView tutorial does not include the object tree. I will create another one. I will do it within a month, and I will do it for YouTube, and obviously I'll put it on my Discord too. In the learning trading basics, but I will do that. But really, just look at my screen. It's see, or actually, you can't see that. It's this. That's all it is. And then if you go like just make some marks like this, just whatever, they go at the top, and then you press the top one, and let me move my ugly face over, and you hit this button right here. So you have to select the top one and then hit that button, group, right click, rename. Okay? And then you drag everything in there. And if you want to do it faster, you can hit control and click with control being held, click, and then drag them all in there, make it small, and go like that. And that's how you use the object tree. See that? And then now it's all gone. And now Tim isn't stupid anymore. Actually, Tim is probably still stupid. All right, so let's move that back right there. Get myself over here, and let's keep answering. You guys don't have a lot of altcoin questions today. All right, maybe I'm just not looking at the right questions. All right, I decided not to freeload off you. You can freeload all you want, man. That's fine. I was a freeloader. Don't feel bad about it. But it looks like you are a member now. Broke. Yes, my favorite screen name. My Brokoshi no Dinero. Thank you. I'm gonna once Blake and I have figured out how to do coupons a little bit better. You're gonna be like the #1 person. I want you to be able to check out the full package of my Discord. And since you signed up for the YouTube tier and you have the best name ever, I think you're gonna be the first person I'm gonna give the full. It'll probably be for like a 15-day trial, but I'll give you the full package. Like, top out everything. You can have access to everything, besides being able to change my Discord, obviously, right? You won't be able to like delete my shit, but you'll have full access. So yes, thank you for doing that. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate it. I love your name too. Since I sub, maybe you can buy yourself some work gloves, dude. I was going to put. I did have work gloves, but I just felt I could be a little bit more intimate with my rose bushes if I could take my gloves off. It's like, I don't know, it's like you can't play guitar. I don't know, I'm a plant. I like plants and I like cats. So I just, I don't know, I wanted to be more in tune with my with pruning my roses. And now work gloves, when I'm yanking on a big, what do you call it, a big ratchet. Yeah, I probably working on a lawnmower. I probably should have, and I have work gloves. I was just being stupid. So anyway, but thank you, and Brokoshi, I will. It might be May 7th, but it'll be the beginning of May, right when Bitcoin's dropping really hard. I'll send you. I'll get a hold of you somehow, some way, and I will find you wherever you are, and I will give you a badass coupon for 15 days or whatever for full VIP plus the add-on packages that you'll see that are going to be changed here soon on my Discord. All right. Do you think Weapon goes below $1 if BTC drops to 35K? Weapon. It's not a bad chart. I'm actually kind of impressed by this. Damn. This is a good chart, folks. Wow. It's at $4 now. No, it's at 223. So it'll get close to $1. Because no, you said 35K. No, it won't be at $1 if Bitcoin is 35K. No, it'll be more like, this will be more like $1.50, something like that, $1.30. If Bitcoin hits 35K, this won't be cut by 60. It won't have a 60% drop. Which that would mean to $1, which is what I think your question is. 35K Bitcoin. Oh, drops your question was if Bitcoin drops to 35. No, this will stay. I wish I had a better chart. Maybe Coin Trader. So this isn't updated. No, it won't. It'll stay well above $1 if Bitcoin. No, this is too strong. There's less than a 10% chance that this altcoin will be at $1 when Bitcoin hits 35K. Now, if Bitcoin hits 20K or 25K, would it be at $1? Yeah, or less. But that altcoin's actually a good looking chart, man. It's one of the better charts I've seen. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm gonna look into that after, not right now during this live stream, but that's a good chart. And it's a micro cap. It's not micro. It's a small cap. 22 million market cap is pretty. What's the diluted market cap? Oh, all of its coins are in circulating supply already. Do you know how awesome that is? I'm definitely looking into this. Holy shit. Guys, when your fully diluted market cap is same as the market cap, like Bolt, or even, Dash is almost the same because Dash has even lower circulating supply than Bitcoin. And they're almost all, this is awesome. That you won't have any inflation. Damn, I am going to look into this. Holy shit. That, wow. I don't know. I might reserve some money. So I'm really not planning on buying small caps during capitulation. I don't want to give out too many secrets of what my Discord community, what we're planning on how to make as much money as possible, but it has to do with what first movers will be after a capitulation. And if, for example, you want more BPRO, right? During capitulation, if Bitcoin goes to 18K or 14K or 25K or whatever, if you want more, so this is something that we go over on Discord, like live chat, so you can talk to me on your microphone or whatever, and you can see my face and I can see your face if you turn your camera on. Most people keep their camera off though, but some don't. Anyway, if you want more BPRO, for example, but you don't think BPRO will be a first mover on a recovery, then the way to get more BPRO is to buy something that will be a first mover. Let's say, like, I think Solana has a damn good chance of being, or Near, or Atom. Solana, Near, Atom, anything that's had a recent Luna. Yeah, if Luna drops 60, honestly, Luna would probably be the best choice. If you get a 60 to 70% drop in Luna on a capitulation of Bitcoin, Luna's probably it's gonna probably move faster than Bitcoin. But if you want more BPRO, hopefully I'm not giving away too much secret here. You're going to be able to buy more BPRO if you instead, during capitulation, instead of waiting, BPRO's at 0.00085, great price, instead of buying BPRO, if you buy Luna at a 70% drop during capitulation, and Luna has a 200% run because it's a first mover, and during the recovery, BPRO only goes up 100%, You sell Luna, now you can buy twice as much BPRO, even though BPRO's gone up 100%. But Luna was the first mover, right? Not mover as in Moon River, but it went up faster. Does that make sense? And so a lot of the things, again, links to the Discord community. And if you're going to want to be a higher tier, please wait till about May 2nd, May 3rd, because it's going to be more favorable prices. And also you can just join right now at the lower tier, then upgrade. And you can hit me up for a coupon or whatever if you want to check that out in the meantime. But we're essentially planning what the first movers are going to be, because capitulation is going to happen really soon. It might be as late as July, but it's going. It's. I think it's going to be like May 5th or May 6th. It's going to happen pretty soon. I think it has a good chance. Anyway, we're trying to plan, what first movers are going to be, and then where to buy and where to take profits, and then when to buy smaller caps. Does that make sense? So we dedicate as we get closer and closer to this final move down, which honestly, it might be a year and a half, folks. Like all of 2023 might be red. Like it could be but it's better because you can have more crypto. You don't want crypto to go up forever because you have less, right? You can get more crypto. And then when the new people come who throw $10,000 at shit because a YouTuber talks about it, they're buying your sell orders and they're giving you their money, right? So it's okay that Bitcoin could go, like when I'm saying this, don't be depressed, be glad. If all of 2023 is like red or half of it and Bitcoin goes down for 18 months, screw it. You have more crypto. And then when the new blood comes who don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're going to be buying your sell orders when like BPRO hit 4 cents, when I told everybody this is the top. And if you don't believe me, go to my go to my channel, go to March 16th. I called the top on the day exactly, live on video. Go to, I think it's 35 minutes or 32 minutes. And I say very specifically, this is it. I think I said, I think it's March 16th if you go back. And I said, I try not to give financial advice because I don't want to get like sued or anything, but I said, selling right now is a winning strategy. And then 15 seconds later, I said, this is going to probably crash down and go to a penny over the next 3 months. And I said that's a top 3 most probable 15 seconds later. And then it actually did it and went a lot lower. So not only did I call it top, but I said it's going to crash. I mean, yeah, so anyway, I don't know how I got on that, but whatever. Let's get back to this. All right. I didn't break my arm patting myself on the back. All right. Do you think weapon? Yeah, so that's weapon. 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸 cosas. Here we go. OTA. All right. 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸. Here, whoa. This is not heavily traded, bro. I don't know what this is, but I don't know. No. You can't sell and buy this stuff. This doesn't have enough liquidity, buddy. I don't know what this is, but it is not good. If you have more than like $3,000 of this stuff, you're gonna have a hell of a time selling at it at a profit. All these gaps here, like all these missing lines, that means that there aren't buyers and sellers, and no one bought and no one sold, which means if you want to be a seller, right? So if you know what an order book looks like, you have a bunch of people trying to, so here's like the middle line, and then here's all the buy orders. People want to buy at these prices, people want to sell at these prices, and all these gaps mean just like nothing happened. Like nothing happened in the interaction of buyers and sellers. I don't know. It looks like a good run, and I don't know what this is. Is this even crypto? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't trust this. I don't know. I don't like it. That's probably the worst analysis I've ever given. I don't like it, but that's why I don't like it, because if you have any sort of money in it, you won't be able to do what you want to do with it. There is not enough liquidity in that coin. Now, if you're playing around with like $100 or $200 and you want to double it, okay, it might be a good thing to do, but But it looks fairly healthy right now. If I had to give a real analysis, it's got roughly higher highs and higher lows. I wouldn't be scared of a big drop until it goes below $69. Not saying 69 to be immature, but just this, it'll probably fly down. It'll probably go straight to $55. So once it goes below 69, it's going to fly to 55. And that's your analysis. But for now, it looks steady. It looks like it could keep this range. And honestly, if I were in this, I would just do it like this. Like watch what I'm about ready to do. I make a straight line. Okay. At these tops, I hold control. I hover over this. I drag it down. About like that. Okay. And then I'll make a point of control. Something like this, but I'll make that thinner. So see how I'm over here? It says 4. I'll make that 2, and I'll specifically make it a dotted line. And if we zoom in here, and this is how I perfectly shorted Ethereum and created a perfect alert that I unfortunately didn't take part in for a perfect short on Near. Not as good of a shorting and making money like Carl does on my live trading, because he trades it a lot harder, but I do more slower setups, right? Because I'm a YouTube content creator and I can't be looking at 5-minute charts all the time like he is. That's why I have live traders. If that's your thing, I have to do for slow. I have to personally trade slower setups. But as long as it's in this channel, it's gonna keep going up until it doesn't. So the way you know this is in trouble is when it goes below this, then comes up and either fails it like this. So that means failing. It goes above the line. And this is true for all, like, you can use this on Ethereum. Like, I just showed you this on Ethereum and Near. Like, it went below, came up, and hit it perfectly, and that was the perfect short, right? Okay, so it's the same thing. It's a trading channel. Trading channels work. I'm telling you, structural analysis in choppy markets is the best type of analysis. And I never thought I would say that. Because I love indicators. But indicators are sucking worse than the cigar. And so, but right now it looks fine. It's just at the bottom of the channel. And honestly, you have a statistically good chance. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But this looks like a highly statistically favorable area to buy and to try to plan to sell at the bottom of the point of control, which looks like a 20% increase. No, it's only 5. So, I mean, maybe at the top a 6% trade. I guess it's a pretty small range. So maybe, but still, if it were a bigger range, I would go into this potentially, but it looks like it'll bounce and at least come up to the halfway point, 5% up. Until it goes below, then use it as resistance, just like I showed you on both Ethereum and Near. They all work the same. Like price of oil, of diamonds, black market testicles, doesn't matter. It all works pretty much the same. Maybe besides price of gold. Price of gold is suppressed. Gold should probably be at like $5,000 or $6,000, but my veteran VIP, my conspiracy theorist who's right about a lot of stuff, and I didn't ever really believe him until the things he said started coming true. Maybe besides price of gold, but all price works the same. Besides maybe gold and silver, which are highly like manipulated, and their gold is just so undervalued right now. It's stupid. It's honestly it should be at 10K. Gold is so undervalued. But I'd rather have Bitcoin and Dash than gold, though. All right. Okay. Tim, does she have a sister who doesn't mind an African? Does she have a sister? Does my wife? Oh, the picture of my wife? She has a sister, yes. Her sister isn't as pretty. She's the prettiest one of the bunch. Her brother was a ladies' man, though. She has an older brother. He definitely was easy on the eyes for the ladies. I'll tell you that. But anyway, sister who I doesn't mind. Oh, doesn't mind. Oh, you're African. Okay, I see. So does she have a sister? I'm either a Berber or I'm black. I'm from Africa, and are they not racist? Um, Mexican culture, to your question, United States, honestly, as much as we bitch about race and make it a big deal, if you go to other countries they are way more sensitive and blunt and negative about race than America is. America is really open-minded, probably because we fight so hard for people to see everybody equally, which is the way it should be. But Mexico, people are, I mean, hell, even Mexican comedians, even the dark Mexican, what's his name? He's one of my favorite new comedians. I forgot his name. He's like a medium dark Mexican, and he even makes jokes about, like, I'm usually the darkest Mexican, but when I see darker Mexicans at a party, I'm over there judging them. I'm like, oh, look at that guy. Like, who brought him off the streets, right? Like, so to answer your question, yes, she has a sister. She's already married, but Mexico is not, in terms of like being race neutral or just it's not the same. So anyway, that's a long answer. They're Mexicans are racist towards each other. The darker they are, it's really weird, and it's kind of in a nice way, but it's also in a not nice way. But they're open about it, and they'll even call somebody negro. Like if you have a neighborhood full of kids and you're the darkest kid, your nickname will be negro. Like one of my wife's neighbors. So if you want to see my wife again, one of her neighbors in Mexico, they all just called him negro because he was the darkest kid in the neighborhood. like that's, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, she has a sister. She's not available. All right. Long time. Oh, Casey. All right. I'm going to, so this reminds me of Bob and Tom, long time listener, first time caller. All right. Long time lurker. I heard you say you missed the near short. I presume this means you intend to use a DEX. Ever heard of LCX? They will offer a pro service to set up buy stops. DEX's 1/2. I don't know. But if you want to trade near, hopefully opening my Discord won't crash my freaking computer again. If you want to trade near, okay, and again, if you want to be in a higher tier to do this, you might want to wait till about May 2nd or 3rd, because Blake and I are working like we're just. Plus, Blake is like fixing up a new house, and like we're both just doing insane amounts of work right now. So it might be May 5th or 6th. But Carl, I mean, no, this is Kazi. Carl is your near guy. So this is his. I don't know if he's done his trade follow-ups. He's been really active. Because I haven't set up the tiers that I'm going to have in May. He's been active in futures. And the futures is available to all tiers. See how it says all tiers? So what happens is, so Direct is another person. He's one of my live trader guys, but for now they're essentially helping people across all of the community to not get themselves screwed. And you can just see how many times you see near, like I don't know. I just saw near KNC. I don't know, whatever. But. Curve. Yep, I gave a good curve. Yes, I shorted Curve really well. I'm still in that short, actually. So they're talking about my alert for Curve that I gave out near right here. Yeah, so, I mean, that I don't have a great answer for that, but if you want to trade near, join my community. Like, that is a top coin that we trade, because, I mean, for KuCoin, if you want to be throwing around like $5,000 at a time on market or market buys or market sells without doing a bunch of limits, if you're impatient like me, I do a lot of marketing as opposed to limit sells. Especially if I'm at my computer and I want to get out of a trade or in a trade quickly, I'll do that. However, it is preferred to not use market buys and market sells over time because it hurts your bottom line. But if you need to hit, your stop is like $10,000 of a futures, that's not a spot. You know what spot means, right? Spot means you're actually buying the coin near. Futures is an IOU. It's just made up shit. Futures aren't real. It's a paper that says near, but near is the actual coin. So spot means you like have the actual apple. So imagine that near protocol or Bitcoin is an apple. Spot means you buy an apple and you have it and you can eat it. Futures means I have the piece of paper that says apple and it's not real. And people fucking are making money and losing money on it, on pieces of paper that say apple. And the liquidity on most exchanges for futures, so the futures exchange, because it's not actually the apple itself, right? It's the futures. Oftentimes the liquidity is lower and it's harder to get rid of larger sums of money. But one of the reasons why Near is one of our favorite coins right now, and my community is making a shit ton of money off of it, is because it's been highly predictable. And Carl and 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸 both together are trading it. And they oftentimes they do the live shows together. And they're trading like their last month is probably better than my best month ever. I'm not gonna lie. They did really well last month. They probably, it might have been their best month ever, but Near Protocol has good liquidity, so you can drop 5, 10K, not all at once. You'll probably create big wicks on the futures, but like $2,500 to $3,000 at a time for stops and to not screw yourself too bad. And but the reason why it's got good they're trading it so much and doing so well, it's got good liquidity. You can which means you can throw a lot of money around, buying and selling where you think you want to buy and sell. But it's been very predictable and volatile. So volatility plus predictability equals equals profit, and they're killing it. And they're posting their results. And honestly, you know, it almost makes me want to stop being a YouTuber and stop doing this shit, and I just want to trade because but they're making a lot of money. They're making a ton of money. And if you're new, you don't have to go as aggressively as they do. You can just watch what they do, but the whole thing is to trust their risk management. If you try to trade like somebody who's profitable, and you say, I'm in the trade, I'm not setting my stops, I think the risk management is I don't want to be wicked out, you're going to get screwed. It's all about risk management. If you join the community, again, if you want to be a higher tier, I would probably wait till like May 2nd or 3rd when I have this done, and it's half the price. I'm going to lower the price and make different add-ons. But if you try to trade without risk management, you're going to lose all your money. You could get lucky first, and if you get lucky first and double or triple your account, guess what's going to happen? Then you'll lose it all even faster. And I know this because I've done it multiple times. The people who trade on my channel have done it. Everybody does it. I think the only person who hasn't done it because he's smart enough to listen to people is one of the live traders on my Discord, and he's the youngest one, but he just must not be stubborn. He's one of the very few people, and that's why I have him. Even though he's young, he's damn good at trading, and he'll probably retire by the time he's 40. He'll be a multi-millionaire. And he's finishing up school right now, so he's not quite as active as Carl and 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸, but he's getting ready to pick it up, especially in May, when school ends, May 12th, May 10th, or whatever for him. And I think he's like the only person I've ever talked to who is successfully profitable over a long period of time, who hasn't blown his account, because he actually listened to people and he trusted their word that if you don't do this, you will lose your money. But most people don't learn like that. You have to hear it and say, screw that, I'm not setting stops. And then, oh shit, my money's gone. Maybe I should set stops. Then I set stops. Well, I don't like getting stopped out. This sucks. I lost money getting stopped out. Then I get in a trade, I don't set stops again. Then I lose all my money again. And I realize, oh, that's how most people learn. You got to touch the hot stove like 3 or 4 times. But Direct, so I just said his name. if he's one of the people you want to check out, I think he's the only person I've ever met who got to the point of being a successful, profitable trader without blowing his account once. I think. I haven't asked him if he did, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't. He's like the most. I don't know. I wish I were that disciplined and that mature at his age. I mean, hell, I'm still more immature than him. Like, I mean, I still have my own things to deal with. I'm still not as mature as that kid, or that young man. I shouldn't call him a kid. But yeah, great dude. Just the power of listening and trusting people who are trying to teach you is just not a skill set that I have. Is the ticker. All right, so 𝑃CAD USDT. All right, OTA, here we go. 𝑃CAD USDT. Oh, I have looked at this. Wow, okay. This was a freaking good call. That was a great call. Wow. I was waiting for that to. That was a long time ago. I don't even remember looking at this ever. And then this too, it broke above that and screamed up. That was a good one. Wow, that was a good signal. Holy shit. Wow. Man. This is kind of a 50-50 here. I don't have my structural analysis set up for this, but this cross is really bad. So because the weekly 10 red has gone below the yellow, that means bear market. Usually your first big pump above, it doesn't work and it comes back down. So I would, but it is its second try. It got above it here, but I still think it's it'll probably I would say 50-50. This I don't think you have an edge either way on this one, but I would say it's roughly equal chances that it comes straight back down to hit this projector to make a higher low, or that it wants, and I think the monthly 10's here too. Yeah, so you got three massive EMAs here. It might want to go sideways for quite a while. It's not going to keep going straight up. It has to give these EMAs more respect. So it's going to come down a little bit. Let's see what percentage that is. So it's going to come down a good 20% at least. So it's going to come down 20%, and I'm not going to guarantee that, but I would bet you money on it. Okay, I would bet you 10 dash if you wanted to bet, and I bet you it'll happen within 20 days. Actually, no, I don't like to bet. I like to be the house with edges, but I guess I am the house because I have an edge. I know it's likely to happen. Anyway, I'm not being serious. I don't want to bet you on this, but it's probably going to want to ride this for a while before it tries to go up. This looks healthy, but just realize without price on, this usually means actually take off the monthly. Damn it. Usually after this cross happens, you have one big pump, and that's when you sell. That's my 2 cents on that. Not financial advice, but that looks like, in my opinion, if I held a lot of this, I would hold Tether at this point and zero of this coin, and I would wait for a 20% drop and then purchase it back and maybe try it again. Maybe, as long as Bitcoin's not tanking. But as it comes down 20%, if Bitcoin looks like it's going to bounce and be healthy, then I would be a buyer looking to sell again for about a 20 to 30% increase. But as of now, and I held this is the not financial advice, Pokemon Tether only. This is the time to be like, stack up your Pokemon Tether cards if you're a holder of this coin, like right now. That is my Non-financial advice, Pokemon card trading only. Could I be wrong? Yes, I could be wrong, but I'm statistically likely to be correct. It's very statistically likely. All right. All right. I've been on this too long. This is a long one. My cigar didn't stay lit, so I'm just done with that cigar. Wrong XCAD, Tim. Yeah, I got it. So there you go. Dora Factory. Let me do a few more. I didn't get to all my, part of the reason why I have, part of the benefits of being in the YouTube tiers is I answer your questions. So let me stop freaking mumbling around and ranting, and let's start answering some questions. This looks bad. I wouldn't get into it. This is real bad. There's no reason to even be slightly interested in getting into this coin right now. If you hold it in the use, so Pokemon cards only, if you hold this and it gets back up above this weekly 10 EMA, which I've shown you all how to do a million times by using the MTF EMA indicator. So even though you're on the 1 hour chart, you can still see the weekly 10. If I held this and it went somewhere over this line, I would personally want to hold stable coins and zero of this if that were to happen. Not financial advice. This is Pokemon card strategy and education and entertainment only. I would have zero interest in this coin until a capitulation happens. This is not joining the party. It hasn't been over. So Bitcoin 69K top had a good run, but it's done. And it's gonna lose 99% of its value. I would bet 97 to 99. So it's only gone down 87. It's going lower. It's gonna go a lot lower. It's probably gonna go down 97 to 98% from that wick high. So that's where I would be interested in buying it. If you measure down and just put limit buys down there, if you like this coin, try buying it 97% below that wick high. Not financial advice, Pokemon cards only, but I'm telling you, that's freaking good Pokemon card advice. If you like Dora Factory. And you can do that same strategy for a lot of your altcoins. So if you're holding Tether, that's why I'm disappointed in so many people who aren't holding Tether. And if you join my Discord community, again, links in the description section. You can join the lower tier now and upgrade later, and it should take off the price if you upgrade later. Or just tell me, Tim, I signed up as the lower tier, but I want to upgrade now. Give me a coupon so I don't have to repay or whatever the case is. But in the community, this is the type of stuff we talk about. It's besides trying to buy first movers like your Lunas and all that stuff, because it's actually better than buying B Pro at a bottom, right? Okay, so theoretically, we also have plans for some of our community coins of should I say this on YouTube Live? It's nothing illegal. I'm not trying to I just don't know if I should say what I'm about to say. Ready to say. Let me put it lightly. We have strategies that allow you to not lock up your Tether. And among, let's say, 10 coins that you're most interested in, okay? Whichever one hits the 97% drop from its high first, that's what your Tether automatically goes to. And it doesn't lock up your Tether having those limit buys down there. And you can, even if you own, I'm probably saying too much. This is paid for content. There is a way to only have $1,000, but to literally have $1 million worth of limit buys down below, in whichever one hit first, it sucks up your $1,000. So you could pick 10 coins, and whichever one drops the hardest, and you know it's going to be a survivor of the next bull run, that's the one that automatically gets hit. Does that make sense? So our community also has strategy during some of our calls Especially B Pro. Even though B Pro I think is going to stay strong if Bitcoin capitulates. B Pro and Trias are looking really good, folks. But for those coins, if they do capitulate hard, which they might, those are a couple of the coins we have strategies of where that idea comes into play, and then we mix it with other coins, like Moon River, which should do extremely well next run. Remark, I think is another one. Things that didn't get the YouTube love this time, and we're gonna use that strategy. And it's not like you get to buy all of them that if they drop that low. It's whichever the first ones do, and you have like $50,000 of limit buys down there, of secret buys, the way that we know how to do it on our Discord. But you only have $1,000, it'll suck up that $1,000 whichever hits first. Does that make sense? And if you want to learn how to do that, you can jump on the community and just you can probably just join a live chat and ask, or you could go to, you could probably just go to you could probably just go to the B Pro channel, or I would keep futures to futures, but if you joined and you want to ask somebody that, you would either join the live. So these are our voice chats. This is where, we jump on and I'm talking like I am on YouTube, but people ask questions with their microphone. So they're asking me with their voice. You can jump on one of the calls, and I typically have my calendar, which honestly, I don't know if I did my calendar this week. Maybe I'm being lazy. I'm missing my wife so much. Kind of depressed without her. But in my announcements, I have, damn, why is my brain not... Here we go. Yeah, so I set my calendar in announcements like this. It looks like this. So you know when to jump on. And I state in there New York City time zone. So for Berlin, it's 6 hours difference. For Great Britain, Ireland, it's 5 hours difference, right? For Europeans. And yeah, that's if you want to learn about that stuff, that's what we do. We plan a bunch of we have, just being a hive mind of like-minded people who want to be able to retire early and freaking sit around and do nothing and laugh their way to the bank. If you want to be in a community who has a strategic method, who aren't gamblers, right? So there are a lot of channels out there. All they do is they plan, let's buy this now and let's pump and dump. That's not fucking trading. Thank God there aren't a lot of groups out there, Discords like that, but there are a couple of big ones that's how they trade, and it's not real trading. Do they make a good 20% on their trade? Yeah, maybe 10% of them. The ones that can sell near the top. And they plan, they see a bullish cross of some sort, and they plan a pump and dump. That's not real. We don't do that in my community. We plan strategically, statistics, mathematically, edge. We both short-term time frame trading for futures with a small portion of our portfolio. Some people make it like half their portfolio. They trade futures pretty heavily. That's why I kind of have different groups within my Discord. But I would say half my community likes to stay away from futures, and we do more spot trades. So, but and so that part of the community, we plan that type of stuff. But some people only care about day trading. And so my community is for both hodlers who want to learn how to take other people's money, but those other people give it to them, right? So you stack sats with other people's money as a hodler because you're only selling 10 bags and 20 bags, which means 10 to 20% of your position. You don't sell the whole thing. You use a little bit to sell at statistically probable timing to use other people's money to buy it lower. Does that make sense? And that's about half. But about half the community is starting to lean towards futures. Because my futures guys are doing really, really, really well right now, and honestly, it's to the point where it's enticing me to like just give up YouTube and start trading. Like I'm getting close. All right, MTV. Yeah, this is my last one. I gotta be done here. There's something wrong with MTV, folks. I don't know. You know, and you all thought I was an idiot at selling at 1.2 cents, but look who's laughing now. I got my 36x right there. Best trade of my life. I bought here, and within 45 days, I 36x'd. And I only had like 3,000 subscribers, so it's not like I'm a YouTuber who got people to do this. And I told my community where I was selling. And some of them sold higher than I did. They did better than me. But they thought I was selling too low. Some of them sold it right at a penny, though. That was the original target. But then once I saw the RSI here, it was still strong. I moved my limit sells up to 1.2 cents. Yeah, best trade. Yeah, I got 36x from buy to sell. That was my best trade, my best spot trade. I've had better futures trades, but I don't know. It's getting close to this line. This is kind of like the Cardano $1 line. If it can't stay above 0.0028, it's coming straight down to 0018. It will. So see this bottom origin line here? See how it gets this action? It's going to go straight there. So if it cannot hold this line, it will go right here. That's where it will go with an extremely high probability. And let's look at let's take a quick look at Trias real fast. Yeah, Trias is broken down pretty bad. It might want to bounce at $3.81. Yeah, it got rejected by its weekly 21. So again, remember, like I don't know which coin I said, but remember when I took off price like 5 minutes ago in the stream, and I said typically after red goes below yellow, which are the weekly EMAs, okay? These are the most powerful crosses in all of crypto. You can make massive money, particularly when it crosses to the upside, which is when at the time I used Patreon, not Discord, we were killing it. We were 5xing, 10xing like every day on different coins. It was sick. Just using signals like this. And we had people scanning, and it was a party that lasted only about 60 days, but until April, but it was a hell of a party. Whew. Anyway, remember when I said it usually you'll have a first pump up. That first one fails. That's what Trias just did. Could it form a higher low in a projector? Sure. But that's something like that. Yeah, so that would put it around 380. So it's probably gonna hit about 380, and it has a chance to hold there. But if my Bitcoin analysis is anywhere close to being correct, it's going to break below that. Because Trias definitely moves pretty well with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's your primary indicator for Trias. It's a more important indicator than anything on Trias besides Trias's price candles itself. There's not even the weekly 10 EMA on Trias is more important than Bitcoin price for analyzing Trias price. Does that make sense? Is that true for Luna? No. But everything else, pretty much yes. I've all of the YouTube commenters saying you're wrong about Luna, you're wrong about Luna, you don't understand Luna. You guys were right. I didn't understand Luna. Luna's different. It's probably going to be in the top 10 coin for years and years and years and years. It's probably going to be one that stays. And if you've ever used CoinMarketCap to look at the historical snapshots of 2013, 2015, the top 10 is always changing, right? It used to be Litecoin and, Dash and Monero and Bitcoin Cash back in November, December 2017 when it screamed up to like $3,200. Everybody thought Bitcoin Cash was going to be in the top 10 forever now. But Luna will probably be up there for quite so. You Luna people, you were right. I was wrong. I didn't understand Luna. But since March, I nailed. My analysis was perfect. Exactly where it would go on almost wave theory. I told you where the waves were going to go is almost to the dollar. And remember, I said up to 120. That's exactly where it went. It was like 14. It went up to 119.63, and I said that's where it's going to drop, and it won't drop until it hits 120. So once I started listening to you Luna fans, I finally started understanding how the price moves. It's different, and it doesn't move with Bitcoin. And I think I made that on March 5th. If you want to go to my videos and see how I called perfectly what happened to Luna over the next 45 days, go to roughly March 5th. It's early March video Luna. Look for that thumbnail, and you'll see me call top, bottom, top, bottom, top. And it's exactly what happened, with the exception of one. There was one higher local high that I didn't expect. But besides that, it hit the exact points, like to the dollar, in the exact boxes and the exact time frames that I put on. I did, but before that though, so I'm bragging right now, right? And if you want to go back and look at it, just watch it. But before that, I didn't listen to my Luna commenters who are Luna fans, and I got Luna analysis wrong all the time. Like, I never got it right. And I stopped covering it. I was like, fuck, I'm covering this coin, and I'm not doing very well. Like, what I say is not happening. And then I started researching into Luna and realizing, wait, this is different. It moves differently. And so I finally nailed it. So I'm going to finish with that. Thanks for letting me be full hick mode. I'm a little down because I'm missing my wife. So thanks for being here, and keeping me company. Join the Discord so you can come on and talk to me live. And look for it. But if you want to do live trading, you're not just a spot person or a hodler. If you want to do live trading and learn how to first risk management, that's the most important thing if you're pissing around with futures. If you want to learn how to do that and you want to sign up, two things to do, obviously with the Discord links that are in the description section, but either you can wait for about May 2nd or 3rd, I'll make Twitter announcements and all that stuff, and make sure you follow me on Twitter. But two things. You can either do the Cryptillion tier now without the access to all that live stuff, because those live traders are very active in the futures chat room, which is open to all tiers. And then once you see how in May the changes happen, then you can upgrade. And if the upgrade doesn't automatically reduce what you paid for the lower tier, you can just hit me up for a coupon so you don't have to double pay. So those are two ways. So you can join Cryptillion tier now and check out the future stuff, as long as you're using risk management primarily. If you want to piss around with your money and try to make money, because spot trading right now it's better to hold stable coins than it is spot trade. The only way to really increase your bags right now is futures trading. I'm telling you, it really is. And I don't have an options leader. I might recruit somebody who's good at options and make that person have his or her own channel. I would prefer a woman. I need more. I'm one of those people. I have 3 daughters, so I have I like girl power. I need more women leaders. One of my spot trade leader is she is the leader of my spot trade, so she's on there. But I want, if I recruit an options person so there is money in options too, but I don't know how to do it. I haven't recruited somebody to lead that channel. But so those two options are join Cryptillion tier now, and check out the futures channel and stay active there. Join the live chats. Ask me, hey, is this a good time to try to enter, or what do you think about this? Where should I put my stops, or should I even enter? You can literally ask me live what my opinions are on what you're about to do. But usually what happens during the live trades is people come on there and they say, "Shit, Tim, I entered this trade. I'm at a loss right now. I didn't set my stops. It's going lower and lower and lower. What should I do? Like, should I take? Like, what should I do?" That's a lot of. I get a lot less of those questions now. Now that my live trading leaders are teaching people not to get themselves screwed. But that used to be a lot of the questions I got. So you can, but you could also use the Discord Cryptillion tier to join the live chats per my calendar schedule. To ask me, hey, I got myself in this situation. What would you do to get yourself out of it? Because I've been in plenty of bad positions. I've made a lot of bad moves, and I have learned lessons on how to get out of them and how to wiggle out. So you can feel free to join the Discord community to ask me even questions like that when you're in a trade, money on the line type of question. So we'll end with that. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'll keep missing my wife until May. Shit, she's staying there a while, like May 7th. Damn it. That's right when Bitcoin's gonna tank. Frick. I'm going to be picking her up right when Bitcoin's tanking. That stinks. Anyway, hopefully it's good news. She makes Bitcoin go up. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll see y'all later. And check out Discord. We'll see you next time.